Okay, I'm just gonna do this. We're gonna try it. Okay, I'm Sarah with Families to Freedom, and I left my coffee in the car, so I'm just gonna do this now before anyone else gets in. Sorry. I know you don't want close-ups, but there we go. So I started a nonprofit called Families to Freedom, and we transport victims of domestic abuse to safety. And we do this because often the domestic violence shelters get to full capacity. And then they have to turn away all of their hotline callers because there's no room. If there's no room, there's no room. And it doesn't matter how urgent the situation is, or how many children she has, or how mean the monster in the home is to her and the kids. If there's no space, that means all these women and their children are turned away from those shelters. And then what? So our job at Families to Freedom is to expand search for safe shelter. Maybe there's a small town shelter an hour or more away that has space, that has counselors, that has safety, that can take in this mama and her kids. And or we can get her to family in another state. Often it's a two-step. I like that. Texas two-step. First, we get her into safe shelter, let her take a deep breath, get her bearings, get her situation figured out, get the initial trauma rinsed out of her system, and then we work on getting her to family or friend really far away. Hang on a second, I have to do a code to get into the building because it's so early that the doors lock. Okay, hang on, here we go. By helping shelter survivors leave for family really far away, that also opens up that shelter space so that the next hotline callers can have that space, right? They can then take in the space for the moms and the kids that we helped leave for the shelter. Now I'm in our office and I'm here doing this, decided on a whim to do this before everybody shows up because every single day we are so busy. We are answering so many calls. So if you can see in the background, this is our work pod. We've got a hotline advocate and 2 operations specialists that will be in a little bit later today. Behind me is our board. Hard to see. We keep track of our travels throughout the month. And we start at the start of the month and we just keep going all the way down until we get to the end of the month, and then we wipe the board clean. And we keep track of where everybody's going, who the volunteer driver is, where we are in that person's progress, going to shelter, going to family, or what have you. And it used to be that we were helping, we'd have a travel to shelter or to family about once a day, calendar day. And lately it's been double. It's been, oh my gosh, it's been so crazy, insane. It's been a lot. There's a lot of crime in the Dallas-Fort Worth area. There's a lot of need. There's a lot of views that women can be abused and that abusers feel that they can get away with it. It's a lot. It's a lot to unpack. And unfortunately, we've got mothers and children who get assaulted every single day, or they get threatened and they need a place to go. So Families for Freedom, here's what we need from the Pegasus Prize panel. We need an award so that way we can purchase a family van. So that way we can drive moms and their kids across the United States. Not in a 15-passenger, going slow through town type of thing. No. What we need is a family van, like a Sienna or a Honda Odyssey or a Pacifica or something like that. Something that is comfortable, something for a family where we're safe on the highways with all the safety features and everybody can fall asleep in the back on a road trip. The kids can be kids. We can have enough space for car seat to have enough room in the back for luggage, for suitcases and trash bags of stuff and things of that nature. The fuel economy will be so much better with a family van than with a multi-passenger, and it's a lot more stable on high-speed roads because we're going high speeds on these highways, between towns and across county lines. So I guess I need to wrap it up, otherwise I'm going to be droning on all day long. Thank you for listening. Thank you for considering Families to Freedom. Please choose women and children. And I know you will, but please choose to help victims of domestic violence. And if it's not with Families of Freedom, hopefully it goes to another agency that's getting women and children to a better place where they can live and be free and not be afraid. Thank you.